Cool. So one thing before we start, you can take as many screenshots as you want of the screen. But if you guys want, at the end, I'll leave my email and I can email you the presentation as well. So this information is for you guys. You can do anything you want with it. So I'm going to teach you guys how to turn an idea into a business with $0 here in Australia. So it's very focused on developing in Australia, because in Australia, we can register our business for free. But first of all, I wanted to super thank WeMove for this event, and also for making this the month of entrepreneurship. I think everyone should be the month of entrepreneurship, but I'll talk to Juan Jose about it later. So just before we start, I just want to do a little introduction on Academy of Entrepreneurs. So the reason why we created Academy of Entrepreneurs is because the world is going through so much change, and not just because of COVID, but because of everything. And Uber, the biggest car company in the world, owns no cars, and Netflix has destroyed Blockbuster and every single rental. Bitcoin, we don't even know where the head office, we don't even know who the true founder is, and most of us have put quite a lot of money into it. eBay doesn't even create its own products. Like Spotify, has even challenged YouTube. So the whole world is going through so much change. And when we look at the workforce, it is estimated, this was done around 10 years ago, it was estimated that 50% of the workforce were going to be business owners or freelancers. And what I'd love to talk to you guys about is from today onwards, don't ever apply for a job. You have to create a job. So whether you want to work in a startup, bringing in innovation and starting a company within a Google, a Facebook, an Airbnb, or if you are developing your own business, you have to have the entrepreneur everything in life.
Paula?
Yes?
Can I make you and stop this? People that is trying to join the meeting, they're writing me through WhatsApp. Can you?
Yeah.
Maybe can you
You
change?
should be an admin. I've given access to 2 more people. I think you can also do it. Cool. Everybody's in. I'll keep an eye on it. I need to keep.
I'm sorry for the.
Okay, that's okay. I just need to see how I can always see. We've got 19 participants now. And the e-commerce world, just this year, 1.8 billion people joined the e-commerce world. So wherever you are with your business, it's great that you look into the online world, because it's the easiest way for you to track customers, engage with them, and build a relationship and stay connected with them. 63% of shopping occasions begin online. So even though you might have a physical store, 63% of any engagement does start online these days. And 50% of consumers shop on mobile more than in store. And it was crazy. I was in San Francisco for a few weeks, a couple of months ago, and it was incredible. I'd be talking to my friends, my American friends, about something, and then in 2 seconds they'd already ordered an Amazon. And I'm like, guys, we're having a conversation. People buy. It's kind of like they tag a photo everywhere they go on Instagram. That's how people are shopping now in the United States. They're buying without even being conscious. When we look at the Instagram world, for most businesses, is one of the most powerful platforms. There's 1 billion users around the world using Instagram every single month. 63% of Instagram users log in at least once a day. That is insane. And 200 million Instagram users visit at least one business profile every single day. So your business needs to be on Instagram, creating a conversation, adding value, and connecting with its customers. So my question is, if entrepreneurship is half of the working population, how come 96% of startups fail within the first 10 years? So we didn't know the answer, and we wanted to solve that problem. We didn't understand why students couldn't find a job, companies couldn't find talent, and 96% of entrepreneurs failed. And we wanted to understand, what is it that we can teach you guys so that every single entrepreneur can be successful by joining the Academy of Entrepreneurs community. So we interviewed 1,000 entrepreneurs from 50 nationalities, and we realized that for you to be a successful entrepreneur, you don't need a great business idea, you don't need to be creative, you don't need money. What you actually need is emotional intelligence. And I can talk to you guys, I can do an emotional intelligence workshop maybe in a couple of weeks with WeMove. And emotional intelligence is everything, because as a leader, you need to have a vision, and you need to be an example. You need to shine your light so your team believes in you, so your customers want to buy from you, and you need to be a responsible, respectful leader. And when you are an entrepreneur, so for those of you that already have your little business, or maybe even have a big business, you'll know that being an entrepreneur is a roller coaster literally every single day, And when you're emotional intelligence, you're able to acknowledge that you are stressed and you go, I understand I'm stressed, but I'm going to put it on the side and I'm going to go into this meeting. I understand that COVID is here, but I'm not going to go into the office and be stressed in front of my team. I'm going to give my team all of the best and all the support so they can feel like supported. And then afterwards, I'm going to deal with them. So emotional intelligence is about you acknowledging how you feel, connecting with yourself, and connecting with yourself in a way that you understand what is your true purpose. So when we think about relationships, when we meet someone that is amazing, it could be a leader, it could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a new best friend. When you meet someone that is amazing, something tells you that it is amazing. So when you're an entrepreneur, you need to be connected with yourself. And through healthy habits, through meditation, you'll be able to truly connect with yourself and make responsible decisions, because you're not constantly living on the stress and you're not making decisions based on exaggerated emotions. And I know that a lot of Latin Americans have that. And I'm Latin myself. I was born in Brazil and raised in Mexico. And I know it's very easy for us to have a passion and explode, but it's very important for you as a leader to keep it cool, to always be an example so that people can trust you. So that's super important for you guys to have in your business. So build businesses that use your emotional intelligence strength, but also make sure that you work on your emotional intelligence always, because that's going to give you a very solid foundation so you can build your empire. So what has happened? So in the last 4 years, we have educated students from over 50 nationalities around the world. We have built a community of 16,000 entrepreneurs. Late last year, we won Business of the Year, which was amazing. And also we got to present with Professor Mohammed Yunus, who is the leader in social business around the world. So yes, so we've got a global impact around the world. And why do we exist? We exist to give you guys the entrepreneurial skills and network. So if you're a chef, if you're a photographer, if you're a graphic designer, whatever it is that you are, great. We're gonna now polish you and give you the entrepreneurial skills. Because even if you studied an MBA, a Bachelor of Business, whatever you studied before, not many institutions in the world have taught us how to manage money, how to manage teams, how to get customers, how to market ourselves, how to analyze the risk, how to project manage, how to use design thinking to create new innovative solutions. And this is what we do at Academy of Entrepreneurs. We work on getting what you love and polishing you with the right entrepreneurial skills and tools. And we organize it step by step so you have an impact and progress every day, but also to build your network. So this is a mistake that a lot of entrepreneurs make. They go, but I'm the greatest chef in the world. I'm an awesome artist. I don't need to have people skills. I don't need to know how to make money. I'm the best. It doesn't work like this. People skills, you have to have your own network, because by you having a strong network, you can have a network of customers and the customers will refer you more. You can have a network of investors, but you can also, it's very important for you to have a network of entrepreneurs as friends. Because when you're having a hard moment as an entrepreneur, when you talk to another entrepreneur, let me just put some more people into this. When you talk to other people that are entrepreneurs, they're going to understand you and guide you and introduce you to other contacts that can help you overcome those challenges. And when you have friends that aren't entrepreneurs, they're not going to understand you. For example, if you work non-stop Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, your friends are going to be like, but who works on the weekends? But if you have friends that are entrepreneurs, they're going to understand you. They're going to pick up the phone and they're going to help you. So it's very important for you to be in a community that pushes you up, not a community that pushes you down. You don't want to be surrounded by people that are complaining about the boss and don't like Monday. You want to be surrounded by leaders that can pull you up, and entrepreneurs need to be best friends in this journey. And we always say, boss your future. Now more than ever, anyone in the world can be an entrepreneur. I personally mentor 13,000 entrepreneurs every 6 months in the Philippines, and we give these unemployed women that live in poverty, most of them don't even know how to write their name. We give them $100 and we give them 6 months and we teach them how to run their businesses. 97% of them give us the money back in 6 months so we can give the money to someone else and do the same. So people in the Philippines can start a business and survive off the business with $100 in 6 months. Imagine what you guys can do by living in Australia. Australia has the fastest growing economy in the world, the most multicultural country in the world, and is one of the youngest countries in the world, which means it's very open towards innovation. So don't let anyone, and also don't let yourself ever question yourself by going, I'm Latino, or I speak Spanish, I have an accent, no one's going to buy a product from me, I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm a girl, my skin color. None of that. No one can stop you. You need to do what you love, and you need to make sure that every day you are progressing. So you need to have this attitude, because most of the blockage that we put is in our own heads. It's not things that exist in the world, and especially in a country like Australia. So I wanted it today to focus on getting you to stop being a wannapreneur. You don't want to be. I want you guys at the end of today to become an entrepreneur. So I've put together my top 10 favorite tips on how we can help you guys start your business in Australia. Starting a business is easier than ever. And if you follow these steps in this order, I can guarantee you're going to find success. So the first question is, what do I need to do to start a business? That's the first question that we always get asked. And to start a business, all you need to have is, in the first step, is an Australian business number. So literally go on Google and type in ABN, and then you just go in for apply. So if you're in a working holiday, if you're on a student visa, if you've got permanent residency, in all of these visas, you can start your own business. It takes literally 6 clicks for you to start your business. Only 6 clicks, and it is free registering your business. And that gives you the power of trading under a name, and you've got a code that you can send tax invoices, and you're legally and officially a business. If you're going to be having business partners, or if you're going to be hiring staff from the beginning, I suggest you to register on top of the ABN and ACN, which is the Australian company number. ABNs are free to register, and ACN is around $550, and you can also do it online. And this one will take you maybe 10 minutes to fill out the documentation, but both of them are very simple. If you get stuck, there's always a box that you can fill up, and they'll help you. So yes, you can operate a business on a student visa, because I guess most of you guys are in a student visa. And believe it or not, on a student visa, you can open any business you want. Let me just put this other person in. You can open any business that you want, and you can make, there's no capacity of how much money you can make. So as a business owner, I know that when you're on a student visa, you can only work 20 hours a week when you're studying. But as a business owner, you're not going to withdraw money. You're not paying off in yourself a salary. What you're doing is you're putting it all into the business. So the government incentivizes students to be business owners, and there's no limits to, if you want to start an airport, if you want to start a restaurant, if you want to start a hospital, you can start anything you want in Australia on a student visa, and you can make unlimited money out of it as well, which is awesome. So it's a really good opportunity. What do you need to become an entrepreneur? So the first thing you need to do is connect your passion to what you're good at. So it's not enough just to build a business around things like, I love playing soccer, I love eating chocolates. That's not a business. It's about building a business where the world needs your service. You can get paid for it because you're really good at it. It's using your strengths and your passion. So I wanted to show you guys this video. It's about a 3-minute video. I absolutely love this concept. So it's called Ikigai. It comes from Japan, and it helps you understand why you were born and how can you build a business around something that you absolutely love. So let me play this video, and then we can talk about it in a second.
There's a Japanese word called Ikigai. It's used to help us understand our relationship with the world around us and how to choose what we want to do with ourselves. The Ikigai concepts ask you to understand the things that you love doing, the things at which you're great, the things that others need, and the things that others will pay for. So for you, it's about knowing what you love and knowing what you can really do. And for others, it's about understanding their needs and understanding what they're willing to pay for. These are all different things. When you find something that you love and at which you're great, the concept of Ikigai calls that your passion. And there's a lot of commencement speech, address kind of thing that says, follow your passion. I'm not a big fan of that, because passion is all about you. It's all this big self-centered idea that the world should just provide for what you love and what you're great at. If you get away from the idea that we all should just be following our own passion, that we should be sensitive to what the world needs and what it's willing to pay for, then we might find ourselves going down the love route and providing for what the world needs, which Ikigai calls a mission. Or we might find ourselves going down what we're really great at and what the world is willing to pay for, which Ikigai calls a profession. If we completely set ourselves aside, if we weren't considering ourselves, but we were only responding to the world around us, that is, others, we might find that the world is willing to pay for something that it needs. And despite the fact that we don't love it and we might not be great at it, we could call it a vocation. Sometimes that's called a job. The ideal is to find what you love, what you're great at, that the world needs and is willing to pay for. Find your Ikigai.
I super recommend.
There's a pattern to genius. There's a method behind the magic. I always tell people my inspiration was my desperation, and I don't do this to.
So I super recommend you guys to work on your Ikigai today. So if you have a business already, or if you don't have a business, it's important to take some steps back, because society for many years told us that get a job where the opportunity. So everybody in Latin America became an engineer because there were so many factories and car companies. And most of them, they didn't want to be an engineer. They became an engineer because their parents were engineers, especially the dad, and they were told that it was the best way for them making money. Or a doctor. I know I've got some friends that are super smart, and the reason why they became a doctor is because they had the best grade at university. But often, we're not going to live a happy life and get the results we want if we don't do what we love and is our Ikigai what we're great at. So take some time to Ikigai. So this, I can send you guys a copy of the slide, or I can send it to Juan Jose and he can share it with you guys. But take a few minutes. This is not hard to do. And write absolutely anything. The other day, I was mentoring one of our new students, and she wrote that she loved packaging and whales. And I'm like, wow, what a weird comment. And she was really embarrassed to show me her Ikigai. And then we realized that she is amongst the 50 global leaders in packaging. And she wanted to build sustainable packages so that they didn't end up in the ocean. So we built a whole business. And then we connected her to another student of ours that works with it's these nanotechnologies for packaging. And we connected both of them. And now they're becoming business partners. And it's incredible, the impact just from this simple activity. So please take some time and literally, just no one's going to read it. It's just yourself. Put anything you want in there, everything you absolutely love, everything you're great at, and you will see that in the middle, you will find your Ikigai, and that's what you should build your business around. Let me just see if anyone else is trying to join us. Yeah, that's cool. So, second thing for you to do when you're building a business is understand 100% of businesses solve a problem. So you're not in business to make money. You're not in business to get your financial freedom. You're not in business because it's fun. You need to understand what problem are you solving. So for example, I'll use the example of WeMove. WeMove is an agency. There's thousands of agencies out there in the world. So most agencies aren't cool. They don't build an amazing engagement and an amazing experience. And when you come to Australia and you're working holiday or a student visa, you want to be embraced by a company that understands you, that understands your needs, that understands your lifestyle. And this is what they've done so successfully. And this is why in the first year, they grew so fast without even anyone knowing about them in the first few months. Because they truly understand that there was a problem. There was a gap, that there wasn't a student agency that was tailored for the Latin American market, that was cool and was creating events and really cared about every single student individually. So you need to see if you're building an empanada business. Great. Look at how many thousands of Americans there are just in Sydney. And what is the problem you're solving? Latin Americans miss the Latin American flavor. So even though you might pay $3 for an empanada, and not even $3, probably like $2 for an empanada in Buenos Aires, here, you could probably sell it for $6.50 because everybody misses home so much, they'll pay anything for their little flavor of Argentina. So it's understanding what problem are you solving and getting into people's hearts. So whether you're opening a franchise, a water bottle industry, a gardening business, it doesn't matter. You need to know, what problem am I solving? People in Australia are busy, so they need a gardener. People are busy, they need a cleaner. People are successful entrepreneurs need photography, so I'm going to do photography just for buyers or entrepreneurs. So understand what problem you're solving and go niche. Start as small as possible so that you can win the market, and then you can start delivering other services. So don't go out and open a Latin American store that sells every single product. Start with empanadas. Build up your customers on Facebook, and then with empanadas, you can have, I don't know, let's say Malbec. And then from there, you can go into little markets and grow your database. You can conduct some research and understand what are other things that Latin Americans are missing. And then you start bringing those products in. So work step by step, but work on always everything you do for your business, work on solving a problem. And that is your role as an entrepreneur. So being an entrepreneur is not easy. You're problem solving all day. You're problem solving for your customers, you're problem solving for your team, and you're problem solving to develop new disruptive technologies to so stay more competitive and ahead of the competition. So you need to ask yourself, is there really a pain point? So the thing that you're solving, is there really a need for it? Is the problem real? And you can do that through market research. One of my favorite ways of building this is by linking it to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. I'm just head of the UN SDGs. So the United Nations has identified 17 global problems that are humongous. If you can solve 1% of these problems, you'll be a billionaire straight away. So these are problems that we don't have solutions for. So I always say, if you want to build a business, but you're not quite sure what problem you're solving, go into the website and have a look. So I'll play this video. It's about a minute, and it will just show 17 problems that needs to be solved, and then you can potentially build a business around it.
Another book.
So I find this the most inspirational place for you to open a business. A business that I love here in Sydney. I don't know if you guys have heard of Lentils in Utah. So it's a business built just on volunteers, where you go in and they've got really delicious food and you pay what you want. So, and it's an opportunity for anyone that's struggling for money to go in and eat, potentially even for free. How much you pay. But also it gives an opportunity to bring people together, and one helps the other. And it said that between Barefoot Yoga, which is another yoga studio that does the same, it's all based on donations, they said that they make more money through food and the yoga and Barefoot Yoga and then Lentils than if they were selling the product directly, because people end up donating even more. And then they pass that donation onto an organization that needs the money or a community that needs the money. So now more than ever, like especially in 2020, there's a massive demand for us to build socially responsible businesses. And honestly, if you build a business using these steps that I'm going to show you guys, and by solving a global problem for the United States, the sky is the limit of how much impact and also how much money you can make. Because there's nothing wrong in you building a business that makes the world a better place and you making a good profit out of it. So next step is for us to work on your business model. So we've understood your passion and your talents. We understood that every business solves a problem. So now we need to look at how are you going to solve the problem? How are you going to operate as a business? So what problem have you identified? What is the solution? How are you going to measure What is unique about you from everybody else? What is the unfair advantage? So what is it? You've got a great network, you've got access to money, or is it that you're Latin American and you want to add a Latin American accent when you're converting the sale? What are the channels you're going to use to promote? What are the customer segments? So for example, Qantas, in the same plane, you've got economy, business, premium economy, and also first class. So it's understanding what are the different customers. So if you're selling arepas, you can sell arepas to different target audiences at different prices with different quality ingredients inside. What are your revenue streams? Are you making all of your money off a service or a product, or are you going to get 2% of commission as well? And what is the cost structure? So this is a one-page business plan. It is no longer normal for a business to do a business plan. Everybody starts their business through a Canvas business model, and it's just this one-page document with 9 boxes. So go on YouTube and watch some videos. There's some really good videos explaining. There's a very good one that shows different startups. It's very inspirational. So just go in and watch. The third step is to look at your business name. So can you legally use that name? Has the name already been taken, or is the name allowed to be registered? Is it easy for people to say and remember? Because you don't have a crazy business that people, after they've met you, they want to reach you and they can't find your website or Instagram. Is it an ambiguous name? And is it too long? Because if you make a business name that's too long, bigger chance of someone putting a spelling mistake. So when they type in your email, they're not going to be able to find you. So if you're not sure what business name you want to have, and if you want to build something that's a little bit more creative, but remember to build something that is memorable. Don't go too creative, or else no one will be able to find you after. But this website called Generator, you type in a word and you say, I want my business to have 3, 5, 10, 11 letters, and it will combine according to keywords and it will create a really cool name. Then once you've identified a name that you really like, my suggestion is go on Name Checker. Name Checker is another platform that is absolutely free, and you type in your name, and with one click, it will tell you if that name is available. Because there's no point of you finding a great business name and the Instagram, the Facebook, and YouTube have already been taken. So how are people going to find you if every time you mention your business name, they're going to search it and they're going to go to someone else's business? So you want to make sure that your name is available everywhere where you're going to be trading through the channels. Then another thing is your logo. So designing logos are quicker and easier than ever. I remember when I set up my first business, I got quoted $20,000 for doing a logo. About 5 years ago, every designer we spoke to used to charge $5,000 minimum to do a logo. And now we can do it ourselves. So I absolutely love this website. It's called Squarespace. So it's the same one that you do websites, but you can do logos now. So you go in Squarespace and you can type in the word that you're looking at, and it will give you different icons, and you literally just drag it in. And then you can create a sub-name, a subheading, and it will show you how it looks on like a business card, on a website, on a t-shirt. Canvas is also a great place for you to build your website. So far we've developed your business idea for $0. We've identified the perfect business model for you for $0, chosen your business name for $0, and also designed your logo for $0. The next step is to build your website. I personally absolutely love Wix because it's drag and drop, and you don't need to have any coding experience. You're just working on the front end. You can upload images. Honestly, even a 6-year-old can build a website on Wix, so that's a great option for you guys to build a website. And just one thing, be very careful when you're using images. I don't know if you guys know, but legally, you can't just pull an image off Google and use it. That's illegal because you're using someone else's image without permission. So Unsplash is my favorite place to get quality images, and they're all free and they can be used for business purposes. And Flat Icon is a place that you can get thousands of amazing icons, and also you can use them for free. So it's 2 great places for you guys to build your artwork for social media, but also for your website. Use these platforms because they're free and they're great. And Canvas. Canvas will help you design your logo. It can help you design posters, banners, flyers, Facebook, Instagram, online, everything. You just literally type what you want, and you can also change the measurements, but they've got pre-organized measurements according to the standards. So super recommend you guys to use it. This is a fantastic company and does like most things that you need to do when it comes to art as an entrepreneur. And again, it costs you nothing. They do have one part that is paid. If you take one of their images, you pay. Always drag the images from Unsplash into Canva, and then you're not paying anything for it. The 5th step of starting your business is conducting a proof of concept. So proof of concept is going out in the world. Remember I was talking about how a business can solve a problem. Now it's about you guys understanding what problem are you solving, and is there someone out there in the world that wants to pay for it? Because there's no point in building a business around something you personally love and want, no one wants to pay for it. So you need to see what you're putting out there in the world, who's your ideal customer audience, how much you can sell them for it, and are they willing to pay for it? Is it a product that, or service that they want? So you need to conduct research. So these days, more than ever, it's easy for you to conduct research. You can do it on Facebook and Instagram now have the option, so you can create a poll, but even on Facebook, you can create a survey and get people to vote. You can do interviews. You can also do landing pages on a website and collect data to validate that your business is needed. So you can do something like, you can build a landing page and you go, I've got an arepa business or an empanada business. Who will pay $5 for it? Put your email, and we're sold out right now. But as soon as we have more next week, we will post them over to you. And you're just collecting people's emails. And if you see that in one day, 100 people have put the emails because they're interested in your empanada, obviously, that is a proof that there's people that want your business. So it's always a good way to conduct research. Step number 6 is to have goals. Guys, there's no point of you wanting to open a business if you don't set up goals. As an entrepreneur, you need to set 3 goals a day. First thing in the morning, you wake up and you write the 3 things you want to accomplish, and don't go to bed until you've accomplished them. If you don't set goals, you're going to go in circles and you're not going to be able to achieve anything. So that is a very important tool that all of us entrepreneurs use. And a goal needs to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and you need to put a time into it. So here's a little video on how to set SMART goals.
Goal setting is a powerful tool in increasing productivity. In fact, setting goals can increase your productivity by 11 to 25%. But actually setting and working towards goals can be challenging. So let's get smart about goals. S, specific. Ask yourself what you want to accomplish. And most importantly, why? M, make it measurable. Are you able to tell when you've reached your goal? A, attainable. Goals should stretch you so you feel excited, but within your current ability. R, relevant. Set goals that are going to positively impact your life. Does this goal fit in with your other life's goals and dreams? T, time-based. A goal with a time deadline will create a sense of urgency and give you the energy you need to complete it. Finally, once you achieve your goal, it's time to celebrate and set the next goal.
It's very important to set SMART goals every day, and my recommendation is 3. More than 3 is really hard to achieve, but 3 will definitely keep you on track and progressing every day. So now we've done your website for $0, and we've done your proof of concept also for $0. So the next thing is having the right network and mentor. As an entrepreneur, the bigger your network, it said the bigger your net worth. So the bigger your network, the fastest you're going to be able to grow. You need to have a network and also have mentors. So if it's your first business that you've set up, find a mentor that maybe has a business that's made about $100,000 so they can pull you a little bit up. If your business is already making $100,000, find someone that's already made $1 million. If your business is making $1 million, look for a mentor or a couple of mentors that are making 10 million. So always look for someone who's making like at least a 0 above you so that they can really pull you up. There's no point of you having a billionaire as a mentor if you're still designing your logo. So have someone that is a step above you, and ideally look for someone in your industry. And believe it or not, they're not going to see you as a competitor. They're going to be really inspired. If you're doing a business with true purpose, they're going to be inspired by you. And us entrepreneurs, we're always mentoring people all over the world. Anyone that contacts us, we always donate a bit of our time because we want to see everybody succeeding. So I super recommend you to do the same. The following step is to understand, remember we spoke about business model. The next step is to understand revenue model. How are you going to make money? Are you going to make money through affiliate programs, pay-per-clips, subscriptions, commissions? How do you plan on making money? And my suggestion is don't make money just in one way. Combine a couple of channels. So maybe you have, I don't know, you have a service that you're offering. You are a coach, but then as you're coaching, you might refer it to someone else. So that person will pay you a bit of commission. So always have more than one revenue model because you don't want to put all of your eggs into one basket. And by you combining your revenue model, you can be building a more disruptive business, similar to what Uber and Airbnb have done. They've really like innovated a revenue model, they've created something that didn't exist before. Now, this one is super important. I know that most of you guys have probably studied that at school or university in Latin America, but it's a lot easier when you study than when you're doing for your own business. So when you're building a business, you need to understand, how are you going to position yourself? What is the right price that your customers are willing to pay for? How are you going to promote it? And what channels are you going to use so people can find you and believe in you and want to purchase from you? What is the physical evidence? So something from a business card to a flyer to potentially even having a store. What is the look and feel? People involved. So for example, if you're going to open a yoga studio, you want to have really beautiful, calm, enlightened people. If you're going to open a Latin American food store, if you have Latin Americans working for you, it just adds this extra charm for it. What is the product that you're offering? What is the process? So from people going from your Instagram, scrolling up, to then going to your ads, then filling out the information, putting it in the shopping cart, receiving a really cool email so that when they receive it in the house, the package, it's got a handwritten note that they're going to chuck it on Instagram, use a hashtag and promote it for you. So understand the process and make it as smooth as possible, because there's no point of you having a great product and then you go on your website and the purchase now button is broken. Also, what is the place? How are you going to physically position? If you're going to sell a Latin American, let's go back to the empanada case, go in Bondi by the train station. We have the biggest concentration of Latin Americans. There's no point of you opening an empanada place in Palm Beach. Yes, people in Palm Beach have a lot of money, but how many are going to leave the home to buy an empanada from you in front of a station? Most of them have their own car. So it's important for you to see where you're going to position yourself, especially in the beginning, so you can save time and money and start getting results fast. And the final step is knowing, how are you going to communicate? How do you articulate your idea? So people get really excited, they understand what that you're doing, they want to know more, but also they're able to tell their friends about what you do. So this is an elevator pitch that I absolutely love. It's about 2 minutes, but I really want to share with you guys because I just love the way how he clearly communicates his business.
My name is Josh Light, and I'm the CEO of Cupad, and we believe that we have the most effective form of advertising available in the market today. Our advertisements are exposed to customers for 2,220 seconds on average. Now, what kind of advertising has that kind of exposure time? Ladies and gentlemen, we advertise on coffee cups. That's right, we put your brand in their hand. So how does coffee cup advertising work? Well, we got an advertiser. They pay us money. We produce paper coffee cups with their advertisement or brand on it. Then we give these coffee cups to coffee stands for free. Now, why does someone want to advertise on a coffee cup? Because it takes an individual 37 minutes to drink a cup of coffee on average. That person's going to have to look at the cup, drink, look at the cup, drink 20 times before it's fully consumed. And that person's going to move around like a mobile billboard, exposing that brand to at least 6 different individuals before that cup is drank. What's in it for Cupad? We make 13 cents of profit on every single cup that we distribute. And what's in it for the coffee stands? Well, when most people think about coffee stands, they think about Starbucks. But what about the 25,000 coffee stands in this nation that have plain white cups like this? They don't have the economies to scale to put their own brand on the cup. So we give them free cups. They save $15,000 a year by not buying cups. They like these savings so much, ladies and gentlemen, that approximately 80% of the stands that we've contacted have signed exclusivity agreements to distribute our cups. What kind of momentum have we started for this company? The last month alone, we got 58 coffee stands in California to sign exclusivity agreements with us to distribute our cups. If we continue to get 58 coffee stands every single month, for the next 12 months, we will have 700 coffee stands at the end of the year. With 700 coffee stands, we can move 8 million cups a month. And at 13-cent profit, 8 million cups a month, we're making over $1 million of profit every single month. And we've already started this, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, our first customer, Overstock.com, will see their cups hit the California market in 21 days. Thank you very much.
Cool, right? And you need to have a very clear, pitch, so that when you communicate with your suppliers, you can negotiate the price, because you go, this is my vision, this is how much I want to grow, to give me more products at a lower price, because by you lowering the price, you can grow with me as I grow my business, or with the customer, so you can show the value adding to them and how you're making the life better through your product. So it's very important for you to understand the why behind the company and to effectively communicate. And this is why my first tip for you guys was the ikigai, because until you haven't figured out your ikigai, you're not going to be able to talk with passion in a way that people can connect with you and understand. So 10 steps. So $0 for idea, $0 for business model, $0 for your name, $0 on logo, $0 on website, $0 on proof of concepts, $0 for you to find a mentor, $0 on your revenue model, $0 on marketing, and $0 on pitch. So you've built your whole business in Australia in 10 steps and spending $0. So you're very lucky to be in Australia. And my 11th tip is never give up. Being an entrepreneur is not easy, but if you do what you love, you'll always find a solution. Nothing can stop you. I always say that our students, we don't have students, we have legends, and their attitude is unstoppable. Nothing will stop them. And to the point that even during COVID, none of our students' businesses were affected because they all found a way of pivoting and surviving through it. So it's really cool. And a lot of our students are even making more money because they were able to find new opportunities during COVID. So this is where your journey as an entrepreneur begins. So what I've shown you guys are steps before you start your business. But Academy of Entrepreneurs, we're going to teach you how to start and scale your business. So as I mentioned to you, our goal is to give you the entrepreneurial skills and network. You already have the talent. You already know what you're going to be doing. Now we're going to shape you into developing that idea into a business that is needed, that solves a problem with the right revenue and business model so you can scale it. And also give you the right network. So community is everything as an entrepreneur. You need to have a community and you need to grow your community every day. A lot of entrepreneurs say that you need to go to a networking event every single day. So one event a day, because that's the only way you're going to be continuously growing, hear about the latest ideas, hire talent, negotiate with people, find customers, and so forth. So how do we supercharge, empower, and develop students? So we are here to give you all of the skills to succeed. So we have 0 students. We only have legends studying at Academy of Entrepreneurs. We have 0 teachers. Everybody that empowers our legends are entrepreneurs. We also don't have books. We don't believe in academic books, because if you're going to read a book, you can read it by yourself in a library. You don't need to involve yourself in a course. So everything is taught through workshops. So we'll workshop you on your elevator pitch. We'll workshop you on how to build your Excel spreadsheets to manage your cash flow. We will workshop you on how to use design thinking to find creative solutions for your business. And we don't have any case studies. Everything's based and built on hackathons. So every single week, you guys get access to workshops on top of the classes taught by entrepreneurs, Australian government, Wix, Xero, Microsoft, Google. So by you studying at Academy of Entrepreneurs, you're not only being taught by incredible entrepreneurs, but you also get access to all of these businesses. And by studying at Academy of Entrepreneurs, you get around $10,000 worth of free services. Because Google will give you $800 of paid ads, Microsoft will give you Microsoft for free, Xero will give you Xero for free for 6 months, Marriott will give you discounts for your stays in hotels. So there's a lot of benefit that you'll be getting. HubSpot gives you 90% off on your license, which is crazy awesome. So what programs, I wanted to share 2 things with you guys today, because we offer over 100 different types of programs. But our best salary is the Diploma of How to Start a Startup. It is taught here in Sydney. And we will teach you everything you need to know to learn how to set up your business. So we will develop your emotional intelligence, and we will coach and mentor you so you can become a leader, develop your skills for you to run your own marketing campaign, teach you about revenue model, how to find investors, how to negotiate, how to manage budgets and so forth, how to build the dream team. So from hiring your first freelancer, how do you put a job out there? How do you interview, to how do you build an incredible company around the world with different offices, but by still having a beautiful culture? How to use the right systems for you to automate your process and cut down costs. A lot of systems are free. You don't need to build systems. You don't need to code. You can just use other people's technology. How do you present your ideas to customers, investors? How do you build the right business model to minimize the risk? And also, how to use design thinking and project management for you to set up new projects, innovate, and grow your business every single day. So we've got a program, so we can give you a 1 or a 2-year visa. So the diploma or the advanced diploma. So in Academy of Entrepreneurs, we'll help you turn your idea into a business. Classes are taught by entrepreneurs. You get your own mentor. So if someone's going to call you every week for an hour and see how you're progressing with your business. We'll take you to visit incubators. There's free yoga classes. We've got group mentorings every Tuesday as well. We've got live coaching. We've got personal trainings every Tuesday. We'll connect you to the whole ecosystem around the world. We're very well connected around the world. We probably work on a weekly basis with about 100 countries. And we'll also connect you to industry leaders as guest speakers every week in part of class.